King Edgy here, bringing you another Gen 6 video. This is the World Cup of Ranbats, our good friend and teammate Comp going up against Juiceon here in a Gen 6 matchup. This is Comp's fifth and final game of pool play, so we are wrapping up the pool play, the group stage here, and hoping to move into the playoffs. Right now, Team US Northeast is doing pretty well, so we are very hopeful that we will make it in there, but you never know till it's over. Let's get caught up here. We know slightly more about Gen 6 than we did when we commented on Comp's first game, so let's see how this goes. Aggron versus Zekrom here. Amazing matchup, I hope. Zekrom's just like Outrage, Bolt Strike, all physical. No Earthquake or anything, so we can just set up rocks, or we can Rock Polish, Head Smash, Sweep. Let's see it. Oh, we could be Mega Aggron, too. Yup. Mega Aggron, pure Steel type. Yup. Boom Burst gonna do nothing. Get wrecked. Dead. Oh, how do you live that, man? We're so heavy. That's absurd. Yeah. I guess not worth the risk here on the Stone Edge, right? Because if he's at 100%, Stone Edge is not that likely to KO. It's got a 18.8%, right? But that's fine. You know what, Aggron, you did your job. You set up those rocks. Hazards are winners. So we're feeling good about this. Plus Mega Aggron. I mean, you never get to see it. I'm even going to just switch viewpoints real quick to see it from the other side. Yeah, look at that thing. It's a beast. It is a beast. Let's go. You might notice the legends that each player chose to bring with them. Ho-Oh and Raikou here. And, you know, Ho-Oh revived that legendary beast from the ashes, so kind of a big deal. But pretty sure Raikou could handle it in a 1v1. Ho-Oh probably gets EQ, but we're faster, right? And we can make that work with some T-Bolts and choice specs. Easy two-shot. Anyway, who is actually out right now on the field? Aggron versus Zekrom. This might be a roll. I mean, Aggron's defense is crazy, right? I guess it's a roll. It's not a very good roll for us, but a roll nonetheless. And it's scary to switch out because of the setup ability of Zekrom. So we'll probably let Aggron go here. No big deal. And guess what? Ba-boom, baby! You think your Zekrom's good? Ours is 10 levels higher. Does Fairy type exist yet in Gen 6? I think it was just introduced in Gen 6, yeah. So that's too bad, because the Outrage is so real. But now we do know Zekrom's moveset, which is really helpful because here Hone Claws was the move. But you got a couple of other moves that you're not sure about. Is it the sub set? Is it the roost set? Now we know for sure. But this is interesting, right? Because we could just go ahead and Outrage, but then we're trapped into it. Although if a Fairy type comes out, it's no problem. Yeah. Nice, Steel type, right? Same issues. Durant also a setup mon, so this is really quite good as well for us because you can't set up on Ditto. Druddigon knows Fire Punch, I think, so Durant can't set up its rocks either. And Durant's Hustle means that it's going to miss this Iron Head. Even if it hits, it's going to do Rough Skin plus Rocky Helmet damage. Like, forget about it. No chance, man. No chance. Great double. I mean, probably predicting a Steel type, right? Because, what else could handle this? And I don't know, like, we probably know Stealth Rocks and Toxic and, yeah, let's check out what we know. Sucker Punch, Earthquake, Gunk Shot. Whoa, that's a lot of attacks here, right? Could no Glare, could Dragon Tail. Okay. So Outrage is the only thing for sure we know. Hoping we don't know Stealth Rock here because we've already got it set up. I mean, Lead Rocks is just so good. You've seen it if you've watched our Gen 4 vids, how it goes when someone has Lead Rocks. You basically just type GG's and take the L. But let's see. Oh, he does connect, which is unfortunate, but we do get off all that damage. Oh my goodness gracious. That basically just knocks out the Durant in two, like, and it can't even do anything. All of its moves are contact. So now it just goes down. Oh, and it misses with the hustle. Do the hustle. We're killing it here. It's like tough, right? Because it could click Hone Claws. I mean, best case scenario for this Durant is that it draws us, but no, it might not have had Hone Claws. Could have been, oh, it was Life Orb. Yeah, I don't know. But great sucker punches there. Good job, hustle. I mean, 20%, right, but doing it twice is 64%. It's like a hypnosis roll in Gen 1, right? You can never trust it. Never trust it. Yeah, I don't like hustle. No, not even a little bit. Anytime we get Delibirds, I feel bad about it. Now this matchup's interesting because Geomancy's real, but if we know Glare, then like we're good. Plus, can you even set up when we have Ditto in the back? No, so you probably just got to click Moonblast here. So I would just click Sucker Punch, get a little chip, knowing that Xerneas can't really set up for fear of the Ditto. And that's a big fear. That is a big fear. Yep, so he just does go Moonblast there. We might have gone for the Glare. We have another thing faster. Excuse me. Faster than Xerneas here, which is nice. Maybe we're Specs and Scald and can just do boatloads of damage here. But we probably can't take a +2 Geomancy, so if he does set up, he might get the Starmie, but then we get the level 84, I think, Xerneas at +2/+2/+2. Like, I mean, even if you resist that, you might get knocked out in one shot by a Moonblast. So let's see what's going on here. Jusan needs to think about it because Ditto is a real problem for his team. Oh, nice call with the Psyshock there. He does go Geomancy. Okay. And I guess now we decide who gets knocked out before Ditto comes out here. And it might as well be Starmie. I mean, Zekrom crushes this thing in one shot, I do believe. So it's possible we just let that go and then switch out to Ditto next turn and then just 4 Moonblasts and GG. You know? That's the hope. That's what I'm hoping for. We do decide to sack Honchkrow. Totally fine. Honchkrow is walled by Xerneas and by Zekrom here. No matter what, Xerneas is going down here. Like, even if you have a steel type or something in the back, like, that's fine. But you can't afford to let it get hit twice. Xerneas could switch out and back in, but then Geomancy will take an extra turn. So, not really worth it. Yeah, I'm pretty surprised that Jusan decided to Geomancy, given the Ditto. He does have an Arbok. Can Arbok withstand a +2 level 84 Moonblast with Fairy Aura. We'll find out together. I'm not going to actually click the calc here. I'm just going to find out with you all. But we might actually be thinking hard, because if Comp sees the calc and knows that it can't knock it out, we might think about switching out here. And coming back in to transform into something later in the game, like the Zekrom or the Arbok. You know, if Arbok's got Earthquake or something. And by now it must have Shed Skin, right? Because it's not Intimidate or Unnerve, so I guess that's good to know. And given Comp is thinking so hard about this, it does seem like it's not a two-shot. That crit might have mattered, especially since he's lefties. But Starmie can come out here and Psyshock this thing. And Jolteon couldn't touch Zekrom, right? So no worries there. It's a fine sacrifice. If Starmie happens to have Ice Beam as well, a Psyshock plus an Ice Beam might be able to get the Zekrom. But if we're Analytic, which we could be, Analytic specs, like, whew, watch out. Juson getting low on the timer here, so we've got a chance. I'm feeling like we just stay in and Psyshock again, because it's scary if he predicts the Ditto and clicks Outrage. Could be in some trouble. But it's a tough call. It's a tough call. Obviously, we don't know Juson's last. But geez, Zekrom really does work on our team here, huh? Yeah. Yep, it really does. So let's see what Comp's gonna do here. We might be specs and just have to click the Psyshock. Else we could click the Ice Beam if we have it, and yeah, no, we're just clicking it. Eyes Roost Zekrom, okay. That's too bad. I mean, obviously Comp knew that, we did not. So, had, I guess, a better chance to predict that correctly then. But you can kind of think, like, if he is Roost, then he's not sub, and so if he clicks Outrage here, it doesn't knock out Starmie. Yeah, I don't really understand the choice to Roost there. I mean, if we get a crit or if we switch out, like, you know, and we have fewer Psyshocks than he has Roost, so maybe he's hoping to deplete all of our power points here, and I guess we're worried about locking into Outrage because of who his last might be, but that's honestly what we're going to have to do no matter what. So at some point we're going to have to switch out and hope that we can two-shot whatever's in the back there. So we do just switch out that turn as he goes for Roost, and now we just have to click. Oh, we could double. Doubling would be like a crazy predict. Right? That would be crazy. I don't know if we can do it. Because if Juson's whole thing was just, I'm going to Roost up and you're going to transform into me, the only reason for that would be that he has something that can withstand it in the back, right? But, yeah, I don't know. It's Linoon. Linoon can't handle us. I mean, it's Belly Drum, but if we get a 2-turn Outrage here, we just win. Oh, and it doesn't even have enough health to Belly Drum. Yeah, so GG's. There we go. Game 1. Comp. Let's do it, man. Yeah, I don't know about that end game from Jusan. But, win's a win. We're taking it. We're taking it. I am really curious to see. I guess I'll go back to the Ditto against the Arbok here and see how much damage it would do. Only half, and gunk shot 1 shot. So, yep. All right, we're good. We've got Mr. Mime versus Miss Magius here. Magius? Miss Magius? This matchup is not in our favor. 2 Shadow Balls probably get us, especially if he's Life Orb, if she's Life Orb or Specs. As lefties, probably not. But we can't do a ton either. So probably in our best interest to switch out here, unless we really fear this thing and I can't risk letting it set up. And that seems to be the case. That 50% is a high roll for lefties, but since we're Life Orb, it doesn't really matter. It was always going to 2-shot there. What does that tell me? That tells me we're a little scared of this ghost. Like, we might not have anything faster than it if we're not willing to risk it setting up. Does it get... Oh, it doesn't get any setup in this gen. Never mind. I guess I probably would have switched out turn 1 if I knew that it got no setup. But there you go. Right at the start of this video, I said, oh, we know Gen 6 a little bit better, right? Nope, turns out we don't. We don't know Gen 6 at all, so we're still figuring it out, and that's okay. That is okay. We'll get there someday when we're ready to take on that ladder. Whew! But anytime soon. We did our new gen for the year, Gen 5. Check out those vids; they're pretty great. And speaking of vids that we've done as we're waiting for this next turn, think about giving a like, a sub. Our channel used to have 350 subs or so before we lost access to it, so we really appreciate the help you can get in building it back up. If we can get to 500 subs, we can start making videos more regularly, even during the school year. So that would be really nice to be able to do. I'd appreciate it. So if you can, talk it up in the community, see what you can do. I love making these. It's really fun, but we get pretty busy once the school year starts, and we don't have that much time. So this is the start of the school year right here. First 2 weeks, not too bad, but next month or so it's going to get tough. We're definitely going to go down to maybe 1 video a week or so from the 3 that you've been getting for the past month and a half now. Kangaskhan, the perfect switch in. It's probably scrappy, so it can just crush this thing. If it's Mega Kangaskhan, that's also pretty cool. Mega Kangaskhan's like low-key broken, I think, if I remember correctly, but we do just go for the fake out there. I don't know how I felt about it. I guess that could have prevented the burn from coming through from Will-O-Wisp, but which would be a big deal if this is our guy. This is our mega guy here. But we don't want to get toxic here, so we do switch out. Really nice. We might be hydration, so a Rain Dance would prevent that toxic from really doing anything. It would also boost our water type attacks. Is it worth Rain Dancing? I guess it depends who the rest of our team is at this point. But I don't see why not. Like, it seems like a pretty safe thing to go ahead and try here. A little Rain Dance. Because Gligar can't really do a ton to us. It's Eviolite, so it's got good defense, but not a lot of offense. It's probably Toxic Protect, Earthquake, Stone Edge. I guess it could be Toxic Swords Dance. I mean, it could have Roost. So like Toxic Protect, Roost, Earthquake. I mean, that wouldn't be a great set, but I don't think we one-shot this thing because the Eviolite, even if we have Ice Beam, which I don't know if we get. And I don't think we get Tail Glow either. I think that's just our Papa that gets it. Oh no, looks like we get it. Yeah. Ice Beam. Sorry, not Tail Glow, but Ice Beam. Nice little crit there. That helps. Do we know? Oh, we don't get Rain Dance in this gen. Nice to know, nice to know. Bannett's here. It knows, I mean, Jusan knows we have Kangaskhan, right? Kangaskhan's faster than Bannett. So, is Bannett playing mind games here? Gonna click, gonna expect that we don't switch out and like just Shadow Claw, or gonna burn or HP fighting us? I don't think it matters. I think 2 Surfs knock it out, like, and Shadow Claw plus Shadow Sneak doesn't get us, so I don't know about that. Oh, Schlip. It's Mega Bannet. Well, there we go again. Does it get Shadow Sneak? No, probably not, because it's Mega Bannet, so it's Prankster, and it does all these other things. What a call by Comp, because we can knock this thing out. Oh, we have Psy Shock. We might be able to knock this thing out. Doesn't look super duper likely, but definitely possible. So seems worth going for here. Just a nice little Psy Shock. The Ghosty in the back can't handle a Psy Shock. The Gligar can handle it pretty well. So we could think about being really, really crazy here and going for a nasty plot. That would be an insane play, expecting the Gligar to come out and just plotting here. But I don't even think at +2 we'd get the Gligar. So, oh, and we get the high roll. Wow. Okay, that's fine. Wait, was that Life Orb Mime that it showed? Oh, it must have been showing Lefty's Mime. So, no problem there. We do go back out to Kanga. We don't want to get burned. We can fake out again if we like. See how that goes. But you kind of expect the Gligar, so you might double here. Nah, we just fake out and get the damage. Gligar's probably going to Toxic again. I don't see why it wouldn't. But Gliscor's got Toxic Heal by this point. Yeah, it does, baby. Let's go. Look, bro. You're in my shadow for a reason, Gligar. Gliscor's the legend. We might have Toxic as well, but Gligar might be Immunity. Very different from Gliscor in that regard. But Gligar can't do anything to us. And so I don't see, if we know Toxic, like just click Toxic. You know, even though Gligar can't be poisoned, I don't think, right? Immunity? It could be Hyper Cutter, I guess. But no, just a nice little double switch there. And I'd probably just click Surf here. We are faster than Gligar, which is nice. Surf might get Miss Magnus, but it's got good special defense, so maybe not. So very curious. And Ice Beam always does come with that 10% chance to freeze, which is amazing. So it's like always nice to just click Ice, if you can. We'll see, we'll see, we'll see. But so far we're feeling pretty good about this matchup. The Kanga is the most interesting thing to me so far in this game because we haven't seen it Mega. We haven't seen... oh, sorry, Scald. I know I said Surf, but Scald makes... Yep. Yeah, the Kanga is really interesting to me because we don't know if it's Mega, we don't know if it's Silk Scarf, we don't know if it's like Lefties, no idea. Gliscor comes out to eat up the Will-O-Wisp, nice. The Pain Split now is really hard to execute because the Toxic plus Stone Edge damage is a lot. So, and the Ghost is fast. And like we said earlier, we're kind of scared of it, so I don't know how much we want to let it do its thing. I'm just going to quick Scald again and hope that Scald plus Toxic gets it. And it does. Amazing. Really well done by Comp on the Pain Split predict. I don't know. I still kind of think just going for Stone Edge there might have been better. Just because we have Toxic Heal. But Kingler comes out and is a setup Kingler. But with Toxic plus the flinches from Fake Out with Kangaskhan, like we're pretty good. Especially if well, it's probably Sheer Force Life Orb. I was gonna say the Life Orb recoil could be real, but if it's Sheer Force Life Orb, then we're not as safe as I thought we might be. But still in pretty good shape here. Kingler is going to go for a liquidation here if it's a sheer force, probably. No, goes for X Scissor. Okay, predicting some cheekiness. But that's really silly because it's Life Orb, so it just gets that recoil immediately. And without an attack boost, like, I mean, that did a lot. But without the attack boost, we can just roost here. Right, Kingler might try to set up a Swords Dance. No way, X Scissor and Crab Hammer, it's only attacks, right? So it's probably only agility as a setup. And so we just click Roost all day. You know, let him... Well, maybe... No, it wouldn't make sense. What would his last move be? Superpower? If he's Sheer Force Life Orb, it should have an effect, right? Rock Slide, yep. But Rock Slide can't touch us if we're Mega Altaria. And Mega Altaria is just so amazing. I love this thing. I'm going to check it out. Oh yeah, there it is in all of its glory. Take a look. So we switch back out. Take the Earthquake, no problem. Taunt him so he can't roost. And then... he knocks off our Toxic Orb. We're already toxic, bro. We don't care at all. Yeah, our team really walls this other team very well so far. We're just hoping that we can keep it up. Obviously, we don't know the last two, but so far it looks really promising for us. Altaria comes back out here. Gets crit, which isn't great, but Altaria, you know, can't get knocked off. It's got Pixelate, right? Yeah, great ability. Has D-Dance. Bummer that the taunt wore off. So we gotta switch back out here as he roosts up. Reasonable. Earthquake might be our only attacking move if we're Taunt, Toxic, Protect. It might be our only attacking move. I don't know. I mean, I feel like if we had knockoff, we would have used it already because knocking off Eviolite's really helpful. But Gligar can't beat us. So I don't know what we're going to do. Just a nice little Earthquake, get the toxic damage. Can switch out to Altaria here if we want to. We don't. That's fine. That felt really... Oh, we're fast. We must be faster. Yeah, we're faster. So that's so bold to dare him to liquidation us, but nope, no chance because we're just faster. Yeah, I don't know what Juson might have in the back for us. We just go ahead with the taunt and he EQs anyway. Not worth it to try to get the Altaria here. Yeah, he is immunity and not Hypercutter, so a bummer, but what can you do? We do have a lot more PP than he has because of the taunt, so we're going to run him out of attacking moves, I guess. I guess that's the plan. I don't know. So we're in... We're in for a long stalemate here, but Gliscor can't lose it. It just also can't win it, right? Like, Gligar has 28 attacks, now 27. And yeah, I don't know. I guess we can't beat this thing, huh? And so this is the way, as they say. But Jusan has to realize this and like switch out or something, right? I don't know. I feel like it's worth us wasting our toxics, okay? Or switching around a little bit so that we don't lose all of our PP. I don't know. But this is boiling down to a war of attrition. The likes of which I didn't think we'd see outside of Gen 2. But, you know, at least it's not curse rest talk. At least it's not curse rest talk is right. Oh, boy. So buckle up. If you're not already buckled. This high octane match right here, where max 12% damage is being dealt out and then immediately healed off. I mean, Comp is playing it perfectly, right? But not the most exciting from a spectator perspective. That's okay. Somebody's hitting us up on the home screen. I don't know who it is, but they're going to have to wait till after this battle is done. Knockoff comes through, so does the EQ, but we get a little roost off. We're just still wasting all of Gliger's PP here. And Jusan is like not trying to make any moves, you know? Like not trying to switch out, not trying to double out to like make the right prediction here. Just like letting us deplete all of these attacks. I don't know what the strategy might be here. Like, what's the strategy there? He takes 6% toxic damage and yeah, I guess to waste one of our earthquakes. I don't know. I really don't know what the goal is here. I mean, we can hit him with a return now if we want. No, we're just gonna roost again. Kingler can't do anything, so I guess we just roost again. I mean, like I say, it's winning strategy. If you haven't seen our Gen 4 vid from last year's World Cup, our very last game in the finals, it was basically this, which is like, I don't know, it's okay. It's just not my cup of tea. But Comp, like, the picture of composure, just knows what to do and is getting it done. And I appreciate it, because I don't always have the patience for these types of games. Gliscor comes out. Okay, we can toxic this thing if we want to. I guess it could have Ice Punch, but it doesn't. We just taunt. Altaria might one-shot that thing with a return after Pixelate anyway, so just good to see. Good to see that kind of stuff. We get knocked off again. We heal it off again. We roost. That's cool. And we taunt. Poof. Too bad there's no way to skip all this stuff. Oh, maybe we're a few turns behind somehow. Now we're caught up. Well, that was disappointing. I was somehow hoping that we could just click through in 20 turns and we'd see where we're at. But we've only got 14 attacks left on this Gligar, and then it's open season, I think. Yep, and it's time to, yeah, why not just predict and click Earthquake a couple times here? Or switch out, you know, I don't know. There's no need on Comp's end to predict anything. He's in such a commanding position in this game that, like, it doesn't make sense to make a prediction. Like, he could, and if he predicts right, it's great. But if he predicts wrong, then, like, could be bad, right? It could let Juice-On back in the game. This thing hopefully is Moxie and not Shedskin, and that way Toxic will just own him. Again, we have Fake Out. Fake Out plus Toxic is a really good combo that we have going on here. And we are just stalling things out forever. Gonna taunt the Scrafty here, just because makes the most sense. Gonna go Mega Altaria here, I think, but we didn't. And that's fine, I suppose. Gonna just click EQ a couple times. As the taunt ends, we're gonna taunt again, of course. Scrafty takes a little bit more damage. No Shedskin is coming through, so we do think that it's Life Orb, so I wonder if Juice-On now sees the writing on the wall. Might do. It's got 6 attacks left. We're so close. We're so close. Poof. If you've stuck with us for this whole battle, like, thank you so much for the support. We really appreciate it here at US Northeast, as we're trying to at least match what we did last year, where we had some pretty good success. So nice return coming through. At least it's some damage on the Gligar that I guess it can roost off now, but we're just going back to Gliscor again, because why not? Scrafty and Kingler are like, at this point, switching them in is so silly because they just take toxic damage, and we have so many taunts. Oh, we only have 3 taunts left. Never mind. But Scrafty just knocked itself out because of that Life Orb damage. Like, all right, cool. And now maybe we'll finally see what's last. If it's a huge setup mon, like, oh, I'm gonna feel so silly. But I'm feeling pretty confident at this point that we're in good shape. And alright, that's the last knockoff. 2 Earthquakes remain. Sorry, 3 Earthquakes remain? Yep, now 2 Earthquakes remain. 1 more taunt, and he can't attack anymore. Oh, we do switch out to Altaria so that we preserve a taunt. Nice. Nice preservation there. Kingler is now dead on switching. And we've still got 5 Toxics left. Good roost there. We could roost a few times here and be okay with it. Slurpuff is last. This thing gets Belly Drum, Unburdened Citrus Berry. It is a scary thing to see in Gen 6 for sure. But wait, does Sweet Veil prevent Toxic? Oh, I don't think so. We could also taunt it, but if we taunt and we're wrong, that's our last taunt. So, what do you want to do, Gliscor? Comp knows whether or not Toxic actually works, and I do not. But might also be the case that even at +6, this thing doesn't one-shot us with Play Rough. Drain Punch it often gets, I think, as well, to heal itself up. We could also... No. I was going to say we could also just click Knockoff, but that's Gligar. That's not us. That's not us. We're not that real, so... Whew. My goodness, what a game. What a long, long game. And Comp has played it great. I gotta tell you what, if this goes to a third game in this set, oof, the quality of our commentary might drastic go down, as they say. But that was our last taunt. No 2 earthquakes are coming through. We can switch out, I think, really comfortably to anything here. Kingler goes down. Okay. Slurpuff is super effective against us now, being Dragon Fairy. But still don't know enough. I'm right about Slurpuff's moveset, right? Yeah, Belly, yeah. Now this is scary. I don't know what Altaria can do to this thing. So we're caught in a bad situation that could lead to a sweep. And that would be so bad. Oh my goodness. The nice thing is he can't drain punch us, right? Because it just wouldn't really do much after he belly drums here. So we could just go for the return. And we do. And Gliger's here. And it's still got Toxic. I mean, we can let Fion go down if we want. I'm a little surprised we didn't DD there. Because we need it. We need the DD. It would let us handle Slurpuff really nicely. But something must be going on where Comp understands that return's the better play. Because maybe he wants Altaria to go down now that he's seen Slurpuff. Just click return enough times. He's got 12 roosts left though, so I don't know. I don't know about that. Oh man, no. Juson, don't do this to us. Don't you dare. Oh my goodness gracious, this game. I can't handle it. I can't handle it even a little bit. We chose to roost there. So that was interesting. I guess we were predicting a roost from Gliger as well. Yep. Just roosting up. I don't know what the end goal is here. Just to continue to waste the health. I have no idea what's going on in this game anymore. I've totally lost the thread. I've completely lost the thread of this game. I have no idea what's happening. Like, why are we doing this with Altaria? That probably puts Gliger in range for Ice Beam. Oh, Darkrai is last? So what, are we going to go for a Dark Void? Or we're going to go for a Nasty Plot, right? We get 2 Nasty Plots off, and then Sludge Bomb will knock out the Slurpuff in 1. Right? That's the play. Maybe even 1 Nasty Plot would be enough. He roosts, but I mean, at this point, Dark Pulse does 2 shots him, so I don't know why we wouldn't just click Dark Pulse and then win here. As he goes for Toxic, right? Oh, and he misses. So that should really be GG's. That really, really should be GG's. Because this won't activate the Citrus Berry on Slurpuff if we hit it with the Dark Pulse. Great. Was that true? But he said okay, so maybe that meant that it was a range. It was. We got a min roll. How lucky can you be there? Now just click Sludge Bomb and it's GG. Because Gligar can't take 2. Slurpuff can't take 1. Oh. Viewers, we made it. We did not think that we would make it, but we did. Yeah, he tried to be very cheeky at the end, which I appreciate, but just gotta click the Sludge Bomb. And Comp, the master of Gen 6, takes it home. Let's go, US Northeast. We are really, really hopeful that we'll make it into the playoff at this point. We're doing well. And hopefully those playoffs will be starting soon. So thank you for for bearing with us through that marathon. We so appreciate it. Thank you for your support of Team US Northeast and for watching this video. And I will see you in the next video.